can you guys just slow down a little bit when it comes to making amends? Because your amends that you're making in early recovery are just apologies. Yeah, they're just hollow apologies. And I'm going to talk a little about that. First of all, I want to give you an example what an apology is. An apology is like this. You walk into a grocery store and you accidentally hit somebody in the back of their legs with your cart. And you feel bad about it, and the individual turns around angrily and you say, hey, I'm sorry, I wasn't watching. I'm terribly sorry if I hurt you. That's all it is. It's a paragraph or a sentence, and the person just kind of shrugs and like, you're an idiot, no problem, right? That kind of thing. Or you're at the dinner table with your partner, and maybe you swear, you say the F word, everybody gives you that funny look like you're out of order, and you just give a general apology, oh, sorry for saying the F word, and everybody kind of, no problem. It's easy, it's done with, and it's dealt with. And that's an apology. Most people in early recovery mistake that for an amends. And the reason they do it is, there's a lot of reasons. But the reason I went around making apologies is because I felt guilty, I felt ashamed of my behavior, and I just felt the need to go around and tell everybody I was sorry. But those apologies were hollow. Okay, so what is an amends? Well, an amends is this. An amends is an apology, yeah, but it's backed up with an action. And that action is to amend the harms done to the individual. Okay? That's why it's number 9. A lot of people in recovery, they don't have the maturity level to make a proper amends. They don't know what an amends is or how to make an amends. And they don't have the accountability or the feeling of responsibility yet, or maybe not even the means to make the amends. One of the amends that I had to make was smashing a window in somebody's house. It cost a lot of money. I never paid them back. So I went to that person's door, banged on the door, said, I'm sorry for smashing your window 25 years ago, and I know it cost $1,000. I'm here to pay you the $1,000. That corrects the action caused by my drinking. It's me taking accountability and responsibility for my behavior. It's not a simple apology like, sorry about smashing your window, buddy. I'm in sobriety now, so you should forgive me. No. We have to do something to correct the harms done to the individual. Another example of an amends is like a behavior one. Me, I was an angry SOB when I drank. Walking up to my partner at the time and telling her that I'm not going to be angry anymore was a big deal. But I was not able to tell her that when I first went into the program of recovery. I had to work on myself, go to counseling, work the other 8 parts of the program in order to come to a place that I felt confident enough or mature enough to take responsibility for my behavior and accountability for my behavior. And what was that about? What's the amends? Yeah, saying sorry, but I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm going to try or do my best or not do it at all, that behavior. So next time when there's a stressful event happening in the relationship, I'm not going to lose my shit on my wife and scare the hell out of her like I did when I drank. It might be uncomfortable for me, but I'm going to work through it and I'm going to talk to her calmly. And that's an amends that is a behavioral amends, something I did to somebody else that I needed to correct. But the only way I can correct it is through my actions. And through my accountability and my responsibility, I need to correct that behavior because I found or I know that my relationship with my wife is important. So I need to do that. I worked on that through the program. I worked on that through therapy and help from my mentor, all those sort of things. And being able to walk up to somebody and say, look it, I was like that before and I'm not like that now. It takes time. And that's 2 examples of an amends and 2 examples of apology. So if you're thinking on going around in early recovery making apologies, they're going to be kind of hollow because you don't know what the hell you're doing. I don't like to say it like that. And you need to grow in the program and understand what makes you tick and understand why you're here and why you are making that amends. So when you make that amends, you'll mean it. You'll have the substance in your personality and your behavior to stand behind that and take accountability and responsibility for your actions when you drank and your actions in sobriety. And it takes time. Okay? So that's all I'm going to talk about. My name is Terry G. This is an alcohol-free life channel where we're learning to live sober one day at a time. You can take a second, please subscribe. Take another second and hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it, okay? One day at a time. I'll see you next time. God bless, and thanks for stopping by.